But you know what Rick Bishop, the farmer, liked?
Butterball potato.
Wow, Molly. Took one for the team.
really
Hot
did.
potato.
Might get ugly.
We don't have time to screw around.
What do we do?
I will not be the last thing on that table.
We're sizzling over here.
Best one yet?
For sure.
I made potato skins. They look terrible. Disagree. Praise the Lord and pass the potatoes.
Okay, I want to talk about potatoes. Last year, Chris Morocco made something called a golden nugget potato or
Burnished
something.
nugget.
Burnished
Those were the
nugget.
best potatoes I've ever had in my life.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay, thank you. So we're all in agreement that it's not necessarily mashed.
The perfect bite for me on Thanksgiving is like a little turkey, a little mashed potato, a little gravy, and like I would be a little sad if I were deprived of that joy to have
Hard
that.
agree.
I got a hard agree from Che.
What if you had all of those things, which, by the way, are all relatively soft, and then you had a little crispy potato
you
on
got
there
my
for
vote.
texture?
I would have a hard time not having mashed potatoes, but I also don't know if mashed potatoes is like the ultimate potato preparation.
But mashed potatoes exist all year. Why do they sneak into the Thanksgiving lineup just by default?
I'm just upset because I think mashed potatoes are my favorite part of Thanksgiving. How many other times in a year are you eating mashed potatoes, actually?
I love mashed potatoes. While I didn't grow up with it, I was deprived from it, so I just expect it every year now.
I really like mashed potatoes where it's like half half potato, half turnip.
What?
Oh,
I'm throwing that out there.
Even I think that sounds
Like,
horrible.
I'm glad we could, like, hear you on that.
Are you?
But I know I can make, like, excellent mashed potatoes.
You're hired.
I just don't know if it's the best thing for the meal.
If it's not mashed and there's crispy, can there at least be a creamy
There has to be a cream.
interior texture to like that can cling to the gravy?
We'll make sure that both textures are represented. We will commit to that. I feel really fired up about this. About potatoes in general right now.
So who's doing potatoes?
I'm gonna go with
Carla.
I'm gonna go
this
with
dream
Carla
team.
and Molly.
Yeah,
Molly,
Carla
sold.
and Molly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Woo! Are you guys going to trust us?
Yes.
Are you guys
Are
going to
you?
go to like
Yeah.
Ireland
I
to
trust
dig
you.
up some
Yeah,
potatoes?
we're going to Ireland.
Okay.
I feel like we're going to bang out potatoes, no problem.
I mean,
so
we pretty
have
much already did it.
So we have time. We will be responsible for stock, and then everybody can use stock for what they need to use it for, and we'll use that stock for our gravy, which will go with everything we promise.
Cool.
I feel good about it.
Potatoes, gravy.
And we're going to Ireland, so that's cool. This particular Post-it seems very indicative of the conversation that we had with the crew. It says mashed potatoes, but also maybe some not mashed potatoes. Kind of the crux of the matter.
This one is good. Crispy, creamy potatoes, which
Also
is,
the crux of the matter.
you know, there's an internal kind of conflict there.
Yeah, definitely.
You
But
know?
maybe we can resolve it.
Right, that would be wonderful. Yukon versus Idaho. Yes, we're going to have to decide about a variety.
Yeah.
Butter, definitely have butter. I feel attacked. This one just says fat. Garlic, question mark? Yeah.
Thyme, rosemary.
That might be in gravy land. Crisp and creamy.
Another crisp and creamy, and another crisp and creamy.
Poultry and ham stock.
That's a non-negotiable.
Tried and true, in the vault.
I think we can actually put buttermilk, sour cream, and creme fraiche together.
I mean, I think the ultimate goal is that people make this. So if it's too like out there trying to convince you to do a thing that you didn't do, then your chances go down. If the dream is to find a way to have a crispy potato, but also have a mashed potato, to like make things too complicated.
Like, I don't want it to be like a less ideal crispy potato and like a not as deliciously luxurious mash because we're trying to like squash in some crisp. Like, there has to be a reason for it to be both.
Right.
I would like to poll the staff outside of the test kitchen because there are more people that work here than just the few editors that were around that round table. So that'd be a good place to start. Let's go to a different floor.
Yeah, can we go to vote?
Do we have to go to BA? I know what they're all going to say. They're going to say crispy.
Crispy or
Crispy,
mashed?
crispy.
Nice lipstick. Can we come in?
Mashed potato.
Interesting. Why?
Crispy. I hate mashed potatoes.
Crispy.
You like crispy potatoes.
Mashed.
Mash. What?
Crispy, obviously. Thanksgiving, obviously mashed.
Why do you
Why
say
does it change on
obviously?
Thanksgiving?
Well, why do we eat turkey on Thanksgiving? Because we have to.
Have you ever thought about a potato that could be both mashed and crispy?
Well, what I do on the day after Thanksgiving, I take
Yeah.
my leftover mashed potatoes
Yeah.
and I put them in a big skillet with butter, and I make
Yeah.
like a fried mashed potato pancake.
And
that
how
I then
much do
flip.
you love that?
The fried mashed potato pancake is really good
And because why?
because it's crispy and mashed.
That's right.
Thank you.
That is right.
Crashed. It's crashed.
Crashed potatoes.
I mean,
That's not the worst
I think
word
people
ever.
need to think about why they're attached to what they're attached to. What I know right now is I know what a bunch of, let's just say, media elite people think about potatoes. I don't feel like I know like what an ordinary person thinks about a potato.
Where are the ordinary people? I'm assuming they're not going to fly us to Italy again, but where can we go in the New York area to get a good slice of New York?
Where can we go?
Well, we're very clearly in Times Square.
In July, swampiest day of the year.
We all act like we know the reader, but who's really the reader?
Yeah, who's reading?
These are the readers.
It'll be funny if none
Hopefully.
of these people read Bon Appetit.
I'm just going to keep a tally.
Mash?
Crispy. Who's our first victim?
I don't know. We got to go find some people.
If you could only have one potato on your Thanksgiving table for the rest of your life, what does it look like?
Potato.
Mashed potatoes. For sure.
Baked.
Baked, yeah,
Baked?
no doubt, no doubt.
Baked, smashed, and mashed.
But see, it has to be golden brown or some balance.
So what you're saying is you want it to be a little bit crispy?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
For crispy. 2 for mash, 1 for crispy.
Mashed potato.
It's not Thanksgiving if the potato is not mashed.
We're kind of out here trying to gauge whether people might be interested in a crispy moment instead of a mash.
Maybe if the top is crispy.
Okay.
All right.
1 for crispy curious.
Crispy curious.
Mashed. That would be mashed.
Mashed potato.
Yeah.
I feel like we need some visuals to augment this poll.
People are not telling you what you want to hear. In other words?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I prefer this one, yeah? We stick some roast potatoes in there.
Roast. Are they, would you say they're a little bit crispy?
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
Love to hear it. Crispy, make it a comeback. I think people we're asking like, what do you normally have, and not like, what's your ideal, or like if you could have it any which way.
Okay. Can I ask you a quick question about potatoes? Sure. It's Thanksgiving related.
Okay.
You could have any kind of potato in the world.
Okay.
Traditional mashed potato, or would you try maybe something crispy?
Mashed potato.
Mashed potatoes.
I would do mashed potato.
Mashed
You
potato.
would.
You gotta do what Ma did. Mashed.
What Ma did? Ma did mashed.
We're looking for potato fans while we fan ourselves with potatoes.
I like potatoes. I don't like mashed potatoes.
You don't?
But I will eat French fries. I like smashed potatoes.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Probably crispy.
Do you want to talk about potatoes? You do, I can tell.
Should I have 1 pot in or 2 pots?
One pot. I like the look.
Crispy or mashed?
Mashed.
Mashed. All right. I have no follow-up.
I wouldn't say it's going very well.
I think we have to look for people who are like taking risks maybe with their fashion.
Eccentric.
You know what I mean? Eccentric. No, she's busy, but I bet she likes crispy because she's athletic. This lady looks like a risk taker. Look at those pants. You don't wear pants like that unless you're a risk taker.
Crispy all the way.
Crispy all the way. Okay, follow-up question. Say it's Thanksgiving.
I just have a thing that I don't like mashed potatoes.
Quick question about potatoes.
Power a cock with it.
What was this clip?
Power a cock with it.
You can do what?
You can power a cock with a potato.
That is true. Crispy or mashed?
Mashed all day.
All day.
All day,
Even
every
on,
day.
All
even
day.
on Thanksgiving Day?
Hell yeah, especially when Thanksgiving. Oh, nice little
All right.
baby.
I thought you said you could pound my with it. Did you not hear that? If you could only eat one, which would it be?
Definitely this one.
Great.
No, because this one is nice one to see, but this one is better to taste.
Oh.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Yes, ma'am.
Fair enough.
Mashed.
Mashed with gravy?
Yeah.
Mash. I don't think I've had crispy potatoes at like IHOP, but never
At
for Thanksgiving.
Crispy.
Thank you. Do you celebrate Thanksgiving?
Awesomely, yes.
Every year.
For days, yeah.
For days. All right, so on Thanksgiving Day, what's the potato game?
Mashed with a slight amount of cheese.
364 days a year, you're a crispy man. And on Thanksgiving Day, we switch to mash.
I bow to the mash.
You
on
bow to the,
Thanksgiving
and
Day,
why,
yeah.
why do you think that is?
Well, that's part of the tradition. Do I get a free lunch? Or?
I
love potatoes. Oh, good. Wow, you were just ready to go.
Mashed or crispy?
Probably crispy.
Crispy?
You need the crunch.
You need the crispy, crunchy.
I think we have to like look at this tally for real.
Maybe there's a way to satisfy all the traditionalists and offer them something new
Right.
without it veering too much from tradition, without changing the visual moment of the mashed potato on the table at all,
Right.
but also to satisfy our own need for the crunch.
I think it's not even to satisfy giving them something new. I think it's actually to satisfy that, like, in their heart of hearts, people love the texture of crispy. We talked to a lot of, I would say, novice cooks, or I don't want to like call them amateurs, but I feel like now we need to. I feel like we need to now like bring some expert opinions into the mix, and we've got Rick Bishop meeting us in the kitchen.
Great. So we'll learn about
Nobody knows more about potatoes than this
all
man.
the different varieties.
All the different varieties.
What they're best for.
How to cook them.
Seriously, where's my watermelon juice? I asked for it like an hour ago.
We're here in the Bon Appetit test kitchen, obviously, and we're here with Rick Bishop, who came down from the Catskills in New York to talk about potatoes.
Potatoes.
Crispy potatoes or mashed potatoes?
Crispy.
Crispy. See,
the potato man himself.
How did potatoes become like your thing?
I just kind of love the adventure as a kid of digging potatoes out of the ground, you know, and so now it's become a big thing. My target is to grow stuff that I want to eat.
Explain to us the difference between a waxy potato and a starchy potato, or how you would set up a spectrum as a way to understand any number of potatoes and where to place them.
The starch content varies. It's a range of, I would say, from 1 to 10. And that's how much starch is in that potato. It's how well it's going to crisp up. That's how smooth it's going to be. Where a waxy potato is very firm. It has a little higher sugar and less starch.
We need to figure out like what the perfect potato is going to be that's going to deliver like an epic mashed potato, but also gives us maybe some leeway to add a crunchy element. And I would love to go through these and just taste them, assess them. Will you go on that journey with me?
I'm with you.
What about me?
You're always with
my
me.
top
Mom.
So this would be 10, and this will be a 1. We'll write their names all the way down.
So organized. These are just steamed plain potatoes, so we can assess texture, unadulterated flavor. So this russet potato, you would say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the starchiest.
It would be a 10.
This is a 10.
Yes.
Cheers. It's kind of sticky.
Not very much flavor, I must say.
So what's this guy?
The purple Peruvian fingerling.
Ooh.
And that is probably one of the most nutritious potatoes.
This tastes drier to me than the russet. Okay, what's this guy?
The German butterball. It's about an 8 on that scale.
It's so creamy.
It's
already
almost carroty.
Contender.
Magic Molly.
Magic Molly.
Magic
That's
Molly.
the Magic Molly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Magic Molly has been a real success for farmers, and it's delicious.
I taste more of the soil in this one than in the butterball.
Especially in the skin.
So now we have is an Adirondack Blue. Still a very starchy. These two are very close in starch content.
They are. Yeah.
See the sweet overtones coming in there?
Wait, I am getting a pretty like acrid aftertaste in my throat. I actually really don't like that.
It's a little charcoaly.
It's in their DNA, but
And what's this guy?
this is the Yukon Gold.
Yukon Gold.
It's so practical because it is right down the middle. I would say it's about a 5 or a 6. It's famous,
Sure.
but passé.
Passe.
Oh, we're not passe.
No.
A little bit more watery, I think, than the butterball.
This seems like a fingerling.
I think it's Lorette.
Okay, so these are the famous mashed potatoes.
Yes.
I really like the texture. I love how it's like firm without being like chunky. For me too, it's a nostalgic flavor. When I learned how to make mashed potatoes in a professional kitchen, it was Lorette.
And I find myself taking them home at night, and I'm like, okay, these are still really good potatoes.
What's this guy?
A red creamer. It's very delicious. See, as you move down into the waxy potatoes, there's a lot more flavor because you're losing that we're all water and starch thing and moving into we have other elements inside of here that are complex and delicious.
Right.
I'm not opposed to it.
You picked the top of my 30 years of potato growing.
Oh my God.
In
So-
just an hour.
It's really been fun, though.
We really appreciate your
This is
time
really,
and your
I like the way you broke it down. And,
I like the way you broke it down.
Let's bring some order to this board, shall we? Right, so the essence of this dish needs to be mashed. But,
however,
we can introduce a crisp element to the mashed potatoes without losing their identity as mashed potatoes, and then everyone's happy.
Tomorrow, we got to start messing around with types, methods, flavoring.
So I will see you tomorrow for a little steam boil bake. I'm here in the test kitchen sans Carla because she decided she's not coming until noon today. But I need to get Thanksgiving stock started because I don't know if you knew this, but we also have to take care of gravy apparently in this episode. This stock is basically going to be the building block of our gravy. So without a really flavorful stock, the gravy won't turn out very well. So we're gonna really pack this stock with a lot of aromatics and a lot of meat. The difference between stock and broth is that stock is built upon roasted meat, so roasted poultry or whatever kind of stock you're making, and broth starts from just adding the raw meat right into the water and bringing it up. Everything's gonna get strained out at the end, so you don't really need to peel stuff. The onions are starting to brown a bit on the underside. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer. And now I'm going to add the remaining ingredients here. And that's gonna help deglaze all of those brown bits from the bottom. Whew! Oh my God, I knew something smelled weird. I'm burning my side towel. I was like, wow, it really smells like a bonfire in here. And at this point, I'm gonna season this with salt, not too heavy, because we don't necessarily want this to be a highly seasoned stock. 2 turkey wings and some of the jus from the tray, 4 pounds of roasted chicken wings. Add a little bit of water to the sheet tray and use a spatula to kind of scrape up some of what's left behind because you don't want to lose any of that. It already smells very delicious. Because this is a double batch, I'm adding about 4 gallons of water here, but you probably don't need to make this much at home. We'll let this come up to a simmer. It's gonna take a while, and then reduce the heat to maintain the simmer, and it's gonna cook really gently for many hours.
Thanks for covering the morning shift.
No problem.
I have a little present for you to show my appreciation. Oh my goodness! This is a thing that you like opening presents, right?
Oh my God!
This is for you.
Did you guys all set this up? It's a Mr. Potato Head.
Mrs.
Oh, I love it. That'll be our mascot.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking. And then, like, if we get stuff wrong, we have to like take her ear off. You know what I mean?
Totally. Every time
and,
we
like,
fail,
anything that isn't working, we can just like put it to her. So we have our 3 favorite potatoes from yesterday.
Yes.
We're gonna boil, steam, bake, boil, steam, bake, boil, steam, bake.
Yes.
And then make mashed potato, mashed potato, mashed potato. And then we have to choose our favorite method for each type. Is that what we're doing?
Yes. There's a lot to manage right now. This is the worst method ever.
You know that my job.
Carla, these are gonna cook faster than we thought. Are you stressed out, Ben?
This feels very done to me. This is the creamer. You want to be on Team Creamer?
Sure. I feel like I'm not getting great yield.
No. Okay, so I have my 1.5 cups of butter and milk. You got to do this over heat.
It looks almost like polenta.
Maybe this is why no one steams potatoes.
These need another minute.
See those big lumps? I don't get it at all. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's Thanksgiving Day. We've already been burned. Ow. Hot. I'm really unhappy. This isn't good.
Are we doing something wrong?
Yeah, I think we are. Literally the opposite of this is what it should be like. Boiled creamer.
Boiled Larat.
These feel better, right?
I thought we had it bad yesterday in Times Square, but this fucking blows.
There used to be a big, beautiful food mill that we wrote about.
Do you think that the faster you go, the harder they work, or that's not how it goes? Guess we just have to get that food mill that you wrote about.
Oh my God, remember when we went to Italy? Cheers to the cows.
The buffalo.
Bang up job out there. This also doesn't work.
Can you see my burn?
They're lumpy.
I'm basically banking on butterballs at this point.
I'm not pleased. This is our first butter ball.
I'm doing steamed butters.
Oh my God.
Does that feel good?
Felt really good. Hold on. I needed that.
Is there another one of those?
You know what? Why did we even mess around? Farmer Rick knows
Rick
what's
knew
up.
from the start.
Look at this small.
Oh my gosh.
Watch.
They look like butter. I knew it. Remember I said I'm holding out for the butter balls.
They're the biggest, but they're maybe the best.
Of course they're the best. Look at them.
We need to
talk about fat.
This is our like blank slate mashed potato. My vote would be butter, milk, salt.
Let's find a ratio online.
Oh yeah, that's the photo we were traipsing around Times Square. Remember that?
If we're doing 9 batches, 9 half batches.
Right.
So 9 times 3/4 of a cup.
Siri.
It's 6. It's 6.
9 times 3/4. No, it's 18 over 4, which is 4.5.
4.5 cups and 4.5 sticks then. What am I Googling? 9 divided
Google
by...
what is math?
9 divided by what?
18 is y times 2.
We'll just per pound. So we have 18 pounds of potatoes.
Just figure out what a half batch is 3/4.
And then times it by 9.
They're going to be one big pot.
Yeah, but that's how we're going to get there. Okay, 9
0.75 times 9. Quick, 3 and 3 quarters.
No! 6.75.
6.75. That's what my
Oh, that's what yours
said
says.
too.
Okay, so
Math is
6.75 cups of milk and 6.75 sticks of butter. Mrs. Potato Head loses an ear for the fact that we didn't know how to calculate the proper amount of butter and cream. So
Fair enough.
Sorry, Mrs. Potato.
She's down.
She's down an ear. We're just gonna bring to a boil our very most basic base cream butter mixture that we will use to mix into the cooked potatoes and do our taste test of the final mash.
For the first time, we have all of the same variety of potato getting finished at the same time.
We're lucky for that.
Steamed, baked, boiled butterballs. Time to try some creamers. All right, these are the baked creamers.
The texture's bad. Smoother. Not as many lumpy bits in the steamed ones.
And this is boiled.
I mean, forget about it. These look horrible.
They
are horrible.
Why are they horrible?
For me, it's this one, the steamed. 100% the potato is the issue here. We're on La Rotte, also known as fingerlings. Or
A
the
type
La
of
Rotte
fingerling.
Baked, steamed, and boiled.
Whoa. Wow. Texture-wise, I'm not in love with it. The flavor, though, I like. I like it better than the creamer. This is the steamed fingerling. Textured better.
Flavor, that's much better.
And the boiled fingerling. La Rotte. Whoa, who salted that one? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Good.
Okay, so boiled fingerling has the best texture. Winner of the fingerling La Rotte round is boiled.
Very good.
Moving on.
Moving on. German butterball, baked, steamed, and boiled. They look right. You know what I mean?
Okay, these are not as nice in texture.
So these are the boiled butterballs. I love the texture of the baked the most. They have the most like shine and gloss to them.
I think they have the best flavor.
Can we eliminate steamed?
Yeah.
Okay. You like the baked butterball, and I can't decide between them, which means that I'm voting for both. So I think we'd go with baked.
That seems logical.
Right? Do we need to taste baked butterball against the other two winners? We should just to make ourselves feel extra good about it. All right, I have a baked butterball, the steamed creamer, the boiled La Rotte steamed creamer.
Oh, okay.
It's so sweet. Boiled finger. I still really like the flavor of that. And this is baked butterball, which won in kind of a split decision.
Get this friggin' thing out of here.
All right, let's call it baked ball. I feel good about it. Baked balls.
Everybody, start baking your balls.
Cool.
German butts for the win.
Do you find it at all ironic that the last time we made mozzarella balls and this time we're making
German butts?
butter balls?
Oh!
Cheese
I thought
balls?
you were saying butts and balls.
Steaming is out, boiling is out. We're leaning into baking. I think we should put some things into our butter and our milk mixture.
I think we do milk and butter as the base.
Yeah.
And then we mess around with these things because it's adding fat, adding tang.
So the butter and the milk are going to be heated up with garlic, peacorn, kosher salt.
After we figured out our infusions, we're doing creme fraiche, sour cream, and buttermilk as a last fold in.
Correct.
Before serving. In our control test where we were determining what varietal of potato we want to go with, we used a really blank canvas. It was milk and butter. Now we are going to try and pack flavor into that milk and butter mixture by infusing it with different aromatics. So this test has garlic, crushed black peppercorns, and salt.
Oh my God. Look at them.
Well, they're baked.
Bee balls. So the reason we're not peeling them before we cook them is because the skin of the potato is like a protective jacket, so it's not drying out as much. It's just so important to do this quickly because the potato has to be hot when it goes in the ricer. I'm bringing in my food melt tomorrow. It's very similar to the one we wrote about. Ooh,
good.
That tastes good. Can we try these right now? These are beautiful baked butterball batch 1. That's a nice texture.
This looks like the ideal consistency for me.
It's weirdly not too salty.
Why would it be too salty?
Mary and Joseph. Okay. But I will not allow you to mix it with that tool.
This is my new tool.
No, you can't. No.
I got something to say.
Hit me.
This is too loose if we're then going to go adding in sour cream, creme fraiche, and buttermilk.
Do you think it's worth to split this in half and add some of the other fats to it just to get an idea?
Yeah. So now we're going to test small portions of this batch of mash with sour cream, creme fraiche, and buttermilk. It's very subtle. It's nice.
It does add a little tang.
Now going into sour cream.
It's a little too rich for me.
Creme fraiche. They're very different.
I feel like they're slightly unnecessary. I'm trying to figure out why I need this.
This might be weird, but what about a little bit of lemon peel?
I was thinking the same thing.
You were?
I was. I was like, that
Really?
just seems so weird. Lemon and potato?
But we're trying to break new ground here.
Oh, hey, what do you know?
So let's get another infusion going so that we're ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Because we
And
want
so
it to
has
sit.
a minute.
And it can have some peel in it.
Uh-huh.
Hot to patat.
It is timey. Old-timey. I'm just using a regular old potato masher.
I'm kind of feeling this.
I am too.
There it is.
Ooh, I like them.
They're really yummy. I want to go up on lemon because I feel like I'm not getting it.
I never ever thought we would put lemon in the milk mixture.
Me too, and I never ever thought we'd be baking our potatoes.
100% thought we were going to add a second edition of dairy. So like,
Me too.
I'm pleasantly surprised by that, but I really thought that was going to be in it for sure. All right, so we have our milk and butter mixture going. Now has lemon and thyme, and while that's steeping, we need to figure out crispity crunchity.
Yes. We already have potato chips down here on breadcrumbs versus panko.
Garlic.
We're frying it in butter, not in olive oil.
Okay, so I think the idea of making like a very flavorful, crunchy potato breadcrumb mixture that's getting fried in butter, so we'll get brown butter flavor too.
And then sprinkled over the final mash. I've got 2 slices of peasant bread, 2 cups of potato chips, and 4 garlic cloves in here, and I'm pulsing.
Okay, so
this is our lemon zest, hot smoked paprika, and thyme mixture that is going to get tossed in with the crispity crunchities off heat once they've been fried in butter.
And if we feel like we want parsley to be at the party, it will go in.
Start it in the pan, throw it in the oven. These look crunchy.
Pretty good.
And brown.
I feel like that's a very good first pass. I'm gonna add lemon zest, thyme, and paprika, and we should get like a little sizzle out of this.
I hear it.
Do you? I smell the lemon.
I smell the paprika and the thyme. Are they hot?
No, they're crunchy though.
Definitely need salt.
Better with more salt. We really like this.
It's
I think
yummy.
it's delicious. It's really crunchy. Part of the requirement for us is that you could make this mixture the same day that you make your baked potatoes. So say Tuesday or Wednesday before Thanksgiving. The parsley would, I think, have to go day of because it's going to wilt and just get weird. This tastes delicious. We know the mashed potatoes are delicious. We don't know if they're delicious together. So we can't really approve this as a component because this whole thing's reason to exist is to be in the potato party.
May I?
Please do.
It looks fun. Carla.
It looks really nice. Okay, Mom, can I have some of the mashed potatoes, please?
Sure. Ooh. I'm dying to take a bite.
Wow.
Wow. I'm so into the Crispies. They're not like taking me back to a gritty potato world
No,
because
not at all.
they're so crispy.
It's creamy, but it's crunchy at the same time. Like my personality.
It's so good.
I think what's going to happen when gravy hits this is it's going to just add a whole other crispy gone soggy with a lot of crispy and a lot of creamy and gravy. It's going to be really good, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Mashed potatoes needed a teammate. Good morning to you.
Carla. How are you doing?
I'm just great. Nothing like sleeping on a big bowl of mashed potatoes.
Did you eat dinner?
Yes. I feel great about what happened with mashed potatoes yesterday.
We ended on a real high note.
The only thing to change is that parsley, which was sort of like a maybe, definitely got invited.
Can we move on to gravy?
We have to. So we need to make something that is like self-contained and will work with whatever flavors are on that plate.
I think we should deglaze the pan.
With alcohol. Alcohol dash wine sherry.
Let's see where our heads were at.
So the stock from yesterday gets poured over this alcohol-enriched, roasted second wave.
And then we're going to whisk in a beurre Meunier.
And then do you think at the very end we might have other little seasoner?
That's where
flavor
umami
savor?
comes in, I think.
It could be a little soy sauce.
Oh, I put it right here. MSG, soy, Worcestershire.
I'm excited.
I feel good about this.
Yeah, super psyched.
Let's get going.
Great. So the flavors that are going into this roasted poultry situation do mirror and echo the flavors that are in our stock. It's going to kind of double down. We're going to get like a doubly rich stock that's also at the same time thickening and concentrating. So the concern is that everything is so jammed up in here that we're going to have a lot of steaming before we get any browning. If it takes an hour, at least it's like inactive. Have you guys noticed that we say things at the same time?
A lot.
So it's time to make our full batch of mashed potatoes.
Which we have not yet done.
We have not yet done. We're doing it with the seasonings that we've nailed down, and we're doubling the quantities that we've been like messing around with and making sure the ratios still work.
Yeah, because things can get a little funky when you start scaling.
1, 2, 3. Coolio. Now remember, friends at home, the potato chips are salted.
Oh, then I may have over-salted that.
Thanks, Mrs. Potato Head. Oh my God.
Crispity crunchities be looking nice. I'm adding now, while still warm, the paprika, thyme, lemon mixture.
All right. Does something have to be strained? Do you have a strainer?
I don't have a strainer.
You do? Remember these? Oh, they're starting to look pretty good, actually. The bottom of the pot is getting really dark, but the turkey wing itself has not taken on a ton of color. It needs more love. Okay. Ooh.
These look stupendous.
Really good.
And the next time we make it, we will jumpstart the cooking of the wings in a cast iron skillet to get them nice and brown. All of this brown stuff is intensely flavored.
That has to come all the way to the finish line. And so, yeah, any kind of liquid is going to dissolve it. So should I get some sherry?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Got to keep this stuff locked up. Yeah, here's some sherry. Okay, so let's use Fresh Boy. It's on the sweeter side. It's dry. You want some more?
Yeah, hit me.
Is it that time of day?
Here.
So how much are we going to use?
Let's start with a cup. Here we go. Going in. Go in.
Yep.
Scrape up all the yummy bits and bobs. Okay, so look how quickly that already cooked off. I think we can go another quarter cup. Because yeah, you want enough to like really be able to get some elbow grease going and get all like that yummy stuff right there. Yum.
You're doing a great job, Molly.
Where's mine?
This is the double batch of that beautiful Thanksgiving stock that you made yesterday.
And then we'll bring this up over medium-high heat to a simmer.
A little bit of skimming, and then check it when we think it's reduced by half.
Yeah.
It's one of the hottest days in July. All of our coworkers are on a freaking summer Friday. We're stuck in here, and there's a giant leak from the 64th floor. So now we're literally gravy prisoners.
And I wish we were at the Rainforest Cafe, if I'm being totally honest.
Okay, so we're gonna strain and thicken chicken. Ooh. Don't press on the solids. You're gonna get like proteins and little cloudy things.
We're gonna work on our beurre manier.
Think of it as like an uncooked roux. The flour is the thickening agent. The butter is like a carrying agent and a flavoring agent. And the butter is also gonna help emulsify. Do you wanna start whisking it in? I don't like too thick of a gravy, like a gloppy gravy or
like
anything.
20
half
grams.
again?
Yeah.
4
tablespoons per person.
That's only 400 calories right there. Or 520. A tablespoon of butter is like 120 or 130 calories.
Okay, so that's wrong then. So it's
times 4 is 520.
580.
1/3. I thought it was 130 calories in a tablespoon. Times 4 would be 520.
No,
right?
It's not.
30 times 4 is 120 plus 400. 520.
Oh yeah.
That's new math. I learned that from my kids.
Okay, so wait, so we're saying that we're consuming 520 calories just in butter in this meal so far. I feel unhappy that we just did that calculation. We've thickened our gravy. It's not as thick as we want it to be. In our next round, we're gonna dial that in, but now we're gonna divide it into 2 batches and work on seasoning for acidity, brightness, and umami. We may be adding MSG to both of them, and
this
probably
just
will.
feels weird. Can we do this?
Yeah. This is the ponzu gravy because it has citrus and soy.
And this is Brexit because it has Worcestershire and Spanish.
Love it.
Yeah, I don't want
want
it
more
to taste
soy,
like
though?
soy sauce. It needs salt. Yes. The sodium content of this meal is off the charts.
I don't like the lemon.
You don't? I don't really like it either.
Okay, should we move on to the other one?
Yep. Worcester. I already put in a teaspoon while no one was looking, so I'll put in another one. So Molly and I both agreed that there's too much sherry, so...
Wow, that smells very strong.
Too acidic. I like it as a sauce, but it doesn't taste like gravy. You like MSG, huh?
I mean, it tastes better with MSG.
Love the stuff.
I can't even with how mediocre this was before I started putting in MSG by the spoonful.
All right, so MSG is a ingredient that activates the same glutamate response on your palate that any other ingredient that has umami qualities does. So it is basically a synthesized thing that makes you have a glutamate reaction. I don't have a problem with it because what it is doing is activating a response that your body already does. It makes things taste good, beginning and end of story.
What we're in the business of. Brexit's really
It's
shaping
pretty
up.
good. So I think on the next batch, we are changing the way we're roasting the wings. We are keeping all of the aromatics the same, but maybe going up on ginger.
Yep.
We are going to add some parsley stems when we get to the simmering part. We're going to use less stock. And then we're going to season with sherry vinegar, MSG, and if we still need salt, some salt.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. Break.
Brownie.
Molly! You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. There was a little wet.
Oh,
wet
Chachi,
bit.
that's not cool. Look, the wing went flying.
G2G.
We're gonna deglaze in this cast iron pan, and then we're gonna go into this guy, and I already have 6 cups of the Thanksgiving stock set aside.
I just want to taste this sherry and see if we like it better.
A different kind? Do you like it better, Mrs. Potato Head? Amontillado. Look at her. I didn't like that one.
I'm getting a bitterness from this one that I don't want. Take a swig.
And if you were to, by accident, like over-reduce the sherry and things started to get sticky again, just add a little splash of water to get everybody sliding around and then swap it. It takes two to make a thing go right. It looks like coffee with a splash of almond milk.
It looks like if you melted Werther's Originals.
It looks like my tan in the summer.
It is the summer and you're not that dark.
I mean, every time. It's holding that trail because you don't want it to like hit the plate and just stop, but it's running thickly. You know what I mean? It's like that.
It's perfect.
I think it's really, really nice. We're gonna divide it into 2 because I don't want to season all of it and decide we didn't like it.
This is V3 hard on the MSG.
Pretty good.
Need salt, yeah?
Yeah. Weirdly.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's good right now.
You guys, this is the gravy. I'm measuring.
What a tea. So much salt. God, woman.
It's a 3-finger pinch.
It looks like gravy.
The viscosity
It really
is
does.
on P.
I love this. I think it's delicious. I think the only last thing we have to do is taste it with the mashed.
Of course. Hot potatoes coming in. We are ready to plate our perfect mashed potato, but also maybe not so mashed potato.
I think we're going to call it Why Is It So Good Gravy?
Yeah.
Because no one's going to be able to figure out why it's so good.
I added a splash of milk, but they reheated really well and they held up really nicely over the course of the day.
Yes. Yep. That's how you do it. And we have a bigger platter at our house.
It's fine.
You know what I mean?
Funny. Yeah. Our house where we live together.
That's right.
We should go macro.
Oh God, she's gorgeous. It's like what all other gravy wishes it tasted like.
Frankly, I'm concerned we haven't made enough.
I'm sipping on this.
It's
delicious.
She already drank like a cup of it.
Oh yes. Sprinkle,
That's a nice
sprinkle.
dollop.
Not mad at that at all.
Hello.
Hello. May I?
Yeah, please. Look at that flow. I mean, that's exactly what you look for when it's the way it naps the plate.
Totes. All right, this is the true test because these are 2 separate recipes that were developed separately that need to be harmonious together.
But developed with each other in mind.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm not super worried about it.
Oh my God, tastes more Thanksgiving-ish now. The gravy.
More gravy.
People are going to be like,
can I have a little mashed potato with my gravy?
maybe it should be called like
Switching to a spoon.
the gravy you cravy.
That's a good one.
You like that?
Yeah.
One of the things everybody talks about is the blandness of the potatoes, the blandness of the meal, the kind of predictability of that, and having a little bit of spice and freshness is really nice.
I think the smokiness of the paprika is pretty unexpected, but it's also really classic when you think about potatoes and being paired with something like paprika. So it totally makes sense here.
I think that smoky flavor also is a great pairing for turkey.
Yeah. I'm very pleased with the performance of the German butterball, and I really wouldn't have it any other way.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no other potato worth messing with. So I think that our beloved comrades are going to be, I think they're probably underestimated the visual impact of our contribution. And I think when they see this, they're going to be like, oh, whoa, that doesn't like look like mashed potatoes. Oh my God.
Oh my God, what a pleasure.
I just want to like get into an air-conditioned room and drink a bottle of wine with you right now.
But like interchangeably with a mug of gravy. Like mug of gravy in one hand, glass of wine in the other. Air conditioning.
Totally. What if we went to the movies and we brought
a thermos
snuck in wine and we had that and poured it over popcorn? It might be good.
Amazing.
Whoa. This is how you win Thanksgiving.
Pow, pow, pow. I'm really excited to see what happens when we take it 1 or 2 clicks further.